Welcome to 365 Language Planet. This is 外国語で楽しもう Episode 17. In this show, we use my original textbook to learn and use languages with joy. Using light input, 軽いインプット and fun output, 楽しいアウトプット。さあ、始めましょう。Let's begin. First, I'll roll a dice to select a page from the textbook, and then a dice to select a sentence. Let's roll. 3. Okay, so page 3. Oh, no. Actually, this is page 2. Page 3 has sentences 17 to 24. So let's roll again to select a page. 6. So that would be sentence 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So sentence 22 is 最近何かおいしいものを食べましたか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。最近何かおいしいものを食べましたか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？私はイタリア語を使ってみます。Oh, Takesh! Thank you for joining tonight's show. Takesh says, did you eat anything delicious recently? Fantastic. Nice job. Okay, so in Italian, I would say, hai mangiato qualcosa di delizioso ultimamente? Looks good. Hai mangiato qualcosa di delizioso ultimamente? Okay, YO, thanks for joining tonight's show. YO says, have you eaten anything delicious recently? That's good too. Nice answer. In English, when people use the word recently, you can use both did you and or have you. With recently, both are okay. That's great. We got about 50 seconds left. If you're just joining tonight's show for the first time, you're welcome to share your ideas in the chat. Right now, we're looking at the question, 最近何かおいしいものを食べましたか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have about 20 seconds. All right, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your ideas in the chat or in the comments anytime. Now, 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。最近何かおいしいものを食べましたか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? 私はイタリア語を使ってみます。Ho mangiato un sacco di ottima pizza di Costco. All right, so I wrote sì, ho mangiato un sacco di ottima pizza di Costco. A2, which means yes, I've eaten a lot of delicious Costco pizza recently. How about you? 最近何かおいしいものを食べましたか? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have about 1 minute and 15 seconds. 最近何かおいしいものを食べましたか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? For me, I would say, はい、最近、いっぱいおいしいコストコのピザを食べました。あなたは? All right, Takanona, thanks for joining tonight's show. Takanona says, I had a delicious hamburger for lunch yesterday. Wow. Sounds fantastic. I think for me, I think I had tofu yesterday for lunch. All right, well, if you're still typing, please continue. And you can share your answers in the chat or in the comments anytime. Now, let's do fun output, 楽しいアウトプット。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。All right, Takesh says, yes, I eat some chocolate mint flavored ice cream today. Oh, I bet that was delicious. I bet this was a great day to eat. I mean, every day recently is great. It's a great day to eat ice cream. All right, so now let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right, so now it is fun output. 楽しいアウトプット. One of my favorite questions, and to you say is, hai fatto qualcosa di divertente ultimamente? Hai fatto qualcosa di divertente ultimamente? Did you do anything fun recently? I think this is a great question to ask people. 最近何か楽しいことをしましたか? For conversation. It's always a fun question for conversation. But please create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. あなたにとって役立ち難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう. You have 2.5 minutes. Tonight I'm broadcasting this live stream from my spare room, which is the hot room. So I have a kind of fan on my neck. Okay, YO says, did you buy bento at the supermarket recently? Great question. Bento. I'm not sure. I mean, I did buy sushi recently at the supermarket. How about you, YO? Takesh says, have you been doing anything related to your hobbies recently? Great question. Yes, actually, my face is kind of red tonight and last show because I've been doing American football with a team in Guma recently. So in the morning, Sunday mornings. So I'm getting more sun than I usually do. How about you, Takesh? Oh, great questions. Both questions were perfect. Bento. All right, Takanona says, did you do anything fun recently? Great question. Great question. I practiced football this morning. It was fun. How about you, Takanona? All right. Well, if you're typing answers, please continue, and you can share your answers in the chat or in the comments anytime. Takesh says, I was drawing pictures yesterday and today. Wow. Sounds very nice and sounds healthy. A good hobby to do. Okay, well, let's move on. So I'll roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select a sentence. Again, let's roll. 4. Okay, so now this is not actually page 4. Page 4 are sentences 25 to 32. So let's roll again. 1. Okay, so that's going to be sentence 25, which is 誕生日には何をしたいですか? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。誕生日には何をしたいですか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? 私はスペイン語を使ってみます。¿Qué te gustaría para tu cumpleaños? All right, the question is, what would you like to do on your birthday? Nice job. Good job. Takanonas, what would you like to do on your birthday? Nice. I wrote, ¿Qué te gustaría para tu cumpleaños? Cumpleaños. A little bit hard to say in Spanish, but it means birthday. 誕生日には何をしたいですか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? Please write your idea in the chat. You have about 1 minute and 15 seconds left. This question, you can definitely use would you. What would you like to do? There is, there a few other things you could say. But, in Spanish, ¿Qué te gustaría means what would you like? Oh no, I made a mistake. I forgot to write to do in Spanish. Oh no. ¿Qué te gustaría hacer para tu cumpleaños? Ooh, almost missed that one. ¿Qué te gustaría hacer para tu cumpleaños? So I forgot hacer, which means to do in Spanish. Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your answer in the chat anytime. Now, 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。誕生日には何をしたいですか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? "私はスペイン語を使ってみます。I'm gonna try to use Spanish. Como siempre, solo quiero hacer todo lo posible por disfrutar de la vida al máximo." Como siempre, solo quiero hacer todo lo posible por disfrutar de la vida al máximo. Means, as always, I just want to do, I just want to do my best to enjoy life to the, to the fullest, to the maximum. But if I was joking, I would say I just want to eat chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream. As I always say, that's what I want to do on my birthday. eat chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream. How about you? 誕生日には何をしたいですか？この文に外国語でどのように答えますか？ How would you answer this question in a foreign language? チョコケーキとバニラアイスを食べたいです。あなたは？Okay. All right. Takanona says, I want to go to a hot spring for a day trip and have sushi on the way back. Sounds nice. And I kind of did my joking answer, my joke a little bit, not so serious answer, but I want to eat chocolate ice cream and with vanilla, chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream. How about you? Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue and you can share your answer in the chat anytime. Let's move on to fun output. 楽しいアウトプット。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. You have 4 minutes, 4分間あります。As always, 何でも大丈夫です。You can ask me a question, or you can make a sentence like, I had a really nice day today. How about you? Or 今日は超疲れた。あなたは何でも anything is okay. I'm going to try to use Spanish. スペイン語をAnyways, 何でもいい you can make any kinds of sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. I think for me, an interesting question is, ¿Cómo te gusta disfrutar de la vida durante el día? All right, Takanona says, what do you want to eat on a hot day? Great question. I want some vanilla. I want some ice cream. I love ice cream, but shaved ice is okay too. How about you, Takanona? I just wrote, my question was, ¿Cómo te gusta disfrutar de la vida durante el día? Which means, how do you like to enjoy life during the day? And one more question. ¿Cómo quieres disfrutar de la vida por la noche? Means, how do you want to enjoy life in the evening? I think those, good questions to ask people. Kind of fun. But how about you? あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. Whew, it is a hot day. All right, Wael says, did you watch the fireworks yesterday? Great question. Yes, I did a little bit. How about you, Wael? Takanona says, on hot days, I want to eat gyoza with beer. Sounds great. I love gyoza with beer too. I definitely, last night I drank beer. It was fun. I had a very, very happy beer drinking night. But no gyoza. Instead of gyoza, I had tortilla chips. Lyle says, yes, I did. That's great. Okay, 2026 says, there's nothing more delicious than the special curry and rice my boyfriend often makes for me. Even Indian people would be surprised. Wow. I know, I should say, 2026, thank you so much for joining tonight's show. That curry sounds very, very good. I just got hungry. Okay, let's move on. So I'll roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select a sentence. One more time. Let's roll. 2. Okay, so we'll look at page 2, which has sentences 9 to 16. And roll one more time to select the sentence. 4, so that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12. Sentence 12, which is 日本で一番好きな都市は大阪です。あなたは2026 says, I'm getting hungry too. Nice. So, for me, it's a little strange to say toshi, but toshi means city, right? 日本で一番好きな都市は大阪です。あなたはこの文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。日本で一番好きな都市は大阪です。あなたは? How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? I'm gonna try to use German. 私はドイツ語を使ってみます。Takanona says, my favorite city in Japan is Osaka. How about you? Nice. Great. Oh, I'm getting so hot. Takesh says, my favorite city in Japan is Osaka. What about you? Nice. Yes, and this question, what about you? How about you? Both are okay. Man. Okay. All right, here we go. ドイツ語を使ってみます。Meine Lieblingsstadt in Japan ist Osaka. Und deiner? All right, so in German, Lieblingsstadt means favorite city. So, meine Lieblingsstadt, my favorite city in Japan ist Osaka. In German, S kind of sounds like Z, makes a Z sound, so kind of pronounced like Osaka. But and I think, you could just say Osaka. Meine Lieblingsstadt in Japan ist Osaka. Und deine? And deine is like, and yours? How about you? 日本で一番好きな都市は大阪です。あなたは? Oh, all right. 2026 says, I'm really into Osaka in Japan. How about you? Nice. Great answer. How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have about 10 seconds. No towel. I was looking for a towel, but no towel. Okay, great job. Let's move on. 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。日本で一番好きな都市は大阪です。あなたは? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? I'm gonna try to use German again. またドイツ語を使ってみます。Meine Lieblingsstadt in Japan ist auch Osaka. Very simple. Okay, Takesh says it's Kyoto. Nice. I wrote, meine Lieblingsstadt in Japan ist... Oh, no. Not... oh, no. Not acht, but ach, yeah, Osaka. Oh... Meine Lieblingsstadt in Japan ist auch Osaka. Man. Okay, so this means my favorite city in Japan is also Osaka. I know this is a tough question because there are many great cities in Japan. I mean, if I was honest, I would say, I'm being honest, but if I was even more honest, I would say, there are many cities I love in Japan. One of them is Osaka. But I love all the cities in Japan. Pretty much. Okay. 15 seconds. この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? All right, 2026 says my favorite city in Japan is Nagasaki, where my parents met and got married. Wow. Sounds like a very special city. I've never been to Nagasaki, but I hope someday I can go to Kyushu and visit Nagasaki and all the other, cities and famous places in Kyushu. All right, nice job. Well, let's move on to the last fun output. 楽しいアウトプット. 今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。Okay, so, as always, 何でも大丈夫です。I made some questions about Osaka. But, any question is okay. Möchtest du dieses Jahr nach Osaka reisen? Möchtest du dieses Jahr nach Osaka reisen? Which means, would you like to visit Osaka this year? I thought it's a good question. But how about you? あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. All right, Takeshi says, now, my number one place I'd like to visit is the Sagrada Familia. What about you? Great question. Tough question. Takanona says, my favorite Japanese food is cold udon. How about you? Great question. Those, great questions, guys. Those are great questions. My number one place I'd like to visit. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly. Tough question. I always love to visit Oregon, my home state, and see my family. It's probably my number one place that I like to visit. And Takanona's question. His favorite Japanese food is cold udon. My favorite Japanese food is... I don't know. That's a tough question because, there is so much delicious Japanese food. But I would say maybe... it's so tough because, what is Japanese food? There's, sometimes people are very specific, it has to be tempura or udon. But sometimes I feel sometimes a little bit Chinese food, but it's kind of like Japanese food too. And one of those, I'm talking about is hiyashi chuka, which, I guess it might technically be Chinese food, but my wife is Japanese and she makes it, and it's kind of Japanese food to me. And I love her hiyashi chuka, which I guess would be kind of cold ramen noodles salad. I don't know, cold ramen noodles. I love that. Great question. Great questions. Well, if you're still typing, you can continue typing, and you can share your sentences in the chat or in the comments anytime. All right, but that is the end of 外国語で楽しもう episode 17. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps the channel grow, which of course I would like to grow more. And as always, we will be doing this show every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. So I hope to see you all again next week. Till then, have a great time. Bye.